is as rosy in this circus as they want to show us. Watch until the end to see everything that is not available to the average viewer. Hello friends, you're on the channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the like button under the video to speed up the release of the next video. And let's go. This series blew up the internet with just one episode of The Raft and created a huge fantasy around it. But since this is 3D animation, of course there are moments that did not make it into the series and remain behind the scenes. The show looks amazing, it's bright and interesting, and leaves behind a very dark aftertaste because it contains a lot underlying context. Those pieces that didn't make it into the final version of the series look very dark and creepy. They make you wonder if this is horror and what's going on with the characters behind the scenes. Let's still look at those fragments that did not pass the selection and remained in the drafts. We are shown a rainbow screensaver in which we are shown all the characters and partly told what is happening in the circus. But what if I told you that the original screensaver was different in both music and lyrics? Visual part is not particularly different from the final version, but the text deserves a separate analysis. Let's take a look at early version of the music intro. Then there's many wonders be and you spinning round and round until you fly to the moon, and then the sun we don't know. Applause. Music. Why for Serpa the music is very different from the final version. The original intro sounds very fun and playful, as if we were about to watch some kind of children's show. Such a childish, cheerful, mischievous voice sings this song as if nothing strange was happening at all. Earlier version sounds jazzier and less fun. It harks back more to late night shows for older audiences, and although I personally like the earlier version better, I still think that the final version is more suitable in mood to the show itself is not tense and easy as the circus wants to seem, and therefore is more suitable than the first version. Also, at the moment where objects are spinning there is no glitch as there is in the original. The text continues without repetition but says that everything is repeated. In the original version there was a deliberate glitch in the words about repetition in order to immediately show us what we are dealing with. Look for music yourself. In the first version of the intro there are 2 additional lines. Don't rush through that door, there is so much more, you don't know what's in store. And then we get a warning that gets cut out because Pomni pushes other characters. Warning says look out, but for what we greetings to all. As we eagerly anticipate the upcoming episode of the amazing digital circus, I have taken it upon myself to bring joy to your hearts by uncovering an astonishing 95%, if not the entirety, of the leaks and deleted scenes that have emerged since the release of the pilot episode. I am confident that the majority of you have not had the pleasure of viewing these hidden gems. Rest assured, this captivating video promises great intrigue and amusement. It is a must-watch for every enthusiast. To truly relish the exclusive content that eludes the common viewer, I recommend watching it until the very end. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, show your appreciation by liking the video, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Now, without further ado, let us embark on this exhilarating journey. Pilot episode introduction. And as we begin, allow me to unveil the first deleted scene, the intro to the pilot episode. The final product we witness diverges greatly from the ingenious conception of its creators. It is important to note that the earlier version may appear somewhat lackluster, but that is inconsequential compared to what lies ahead. The astonishing secrets are about to be revealed. Sound. Can you recall the distinctive sound of the original intro? It had a vibrant and playful tone, almost resembling a children's show. However, the initial version was more earnest and carried a jazzy melody, lending itself to the notion that the digital circus was originally intended for a mature audience. This tune is no longer suited for kiddie entertainment programs, but rather evokes an atmosphere befitting a sophisticated nightlife venue. Some may favor the original rendition while others may prefer the final version, yet we all must acknowledge how fitting the mood of Gus's work and the Glitch Channel team's intended message is in the ultimate cut. Additionally, let us reminisce about the intro's captivating moment, wherein glitched rotating objects are showcased. It's the same line continuously, day after day. This moment lingers. In the final cut, a deliberate omission occurs, replacing it with 2 additional lines. One advises against rushing through the door, hinting at the intriguing wonders within. Subsequently, a cautionary message is heard. Unfortunately, the continuation remains unknown as the words abruptly cease when Harmony interjects, thrusting out other characters. In this scenario, Jax becomes the initial victim, followed by the rest. Could this enigmatic door lead to a secret chamber? Does the warning allude to an unexpected void lurking beyond the last corridor? Regarding the leak, it's worth mentioning that Kevin Timur initially lent his voice to the original version, while Liz Robinette assumed the role in the final rendition. I extend my gratitude to both for their contributions, as both versions hold significance. Despite their distinct visual appearances, both final versions of the scene sound remarkably impressive and captivating. It would be a grave injustice to overlook the next scene, as it has surely caught the attention of countless viewers. Notably, the initial introduction of the characters differed slightly. However, due to timing constraints, a decision was made to completely revamp the character introductions and create a separate promotional video for this extraordinary series. Additionally, there has been a widely circulated short animation on the internet showcasing the distinctive walks of all the characters. This leak, although lacking in substantial meaning, was exclusively shared with us for pure amusement. Entertainment is a key aspect in this scenario. As we observe Jax, Regatta, Gangle, and Romney pleasantly executing their usual leg movements, resembling graceful glides or even mid-air flights, there is one particular dancer who stands out: Jack. His unique and captivating dance routine defies any conventional description, and it is certain that it would create a sensation on social media platforms. However, nothing compares to the hilarity of the zombie walk. Witnessing the awkwardness and peculiar gait of this individual is a sight to behold. It becomes evident, at times, that she struggles with the rhythm of her steps, highlighting imperfections in her technique. Let's momentarily divert our attention from the video and delve into the assortment of leaked photos we possess. Amongst them, we encounter a curious image showcasing the Gangle room, or perhaps the shared restroom. The presence of a sink and a toilet on one side makes it difficult to determine the exact nature of the room. But what is the reason behind their fractures? Curious clusters of Gangle masks adorn the walls, their shattered presence puzzling. However, if this truly is her abode, then why does she require a lavatory? For it is abundantly clear to all that she possesses no corporeal frame. Instead, she materializes as mere figments upon adhesive tape. Furthermore, delicate and prone to fracture, as an experienced professional writer, I am tasked with reworking and adding uniqueness to the given text while preserving its main meaning. We stumbled upon an amusing leak called Regardless on the internet, which, I must say, brought about hearty laughter. However, a more profound reflection on this leak reveals an interesting fact: there seems to be nothing within these characters, no organs, tissues, nor any form of bodily fluid. They are merely digital husks. But where does their consciousness reside? Share your views on this matter in the comments section. Now, turning our attention towards Agatha, allow me to present the initial concept of this captivating character. Within this image, we are presented with a variety of scenes featuring her Gotha from the pilot episode. Don't know in the original we do not hear the last lines, but simply hear the music, which is cut off when Pomni crashes into the characters due to a fallen flower. Perhaps we are talking about the very door that Pomni later entered to find a way out, and the warning that we don't know what is there refers to the fact that void awaits us at the end. Final version was voiced by Liz Robinette, and the earlier version was voiced by Kevin Temper. As I already said, I like the first version better. It is more pleasant to the ear, but the most suitable one still turned out to be the one that you and I hear. Now let's move on to the visual part. We have a lot of concept photos and early 3D models of the characters, and some of them look pretty weird. For example, Gangle, she's already sad and without a mask of joy, so there is this photograph of the Gangle standing in front of the mirror surrounded by many broken masks of joy. It's easy to assume that after all, her real face is sad and she puts on a mask of joy only for the intro, because the other members of the digital circus already know what kind of girl she really is, and she doesn't need to hide it from them. We haven't yet seen Gangle in the joyful mask outside the cut scene, and when it breaks she says that her mask broke again, and in this photo you can see that there are a lot of broken masks, so I think it's safe to say that this will continue throughout the show. She will break her mask in the early stages of the episode and walk around sad for the rest of the time. Here is the concept of Jax. Nothing strange happens to him, but in this photo something happened. I can't imagine under what circumstances such an error occurred, but it looks pretty creepy. And here's another mistake with the Ratha, also a very creepy shot, and I can't understand at all at what stage it happened. These notably, there is an endearing depiction of her Gotha hiding in the corner, evoking the idea that this is how she, as a professional writer with extensive experience, I had to revamp the following text while adding uniqueness, while preserving the main essence. When Agatha first joined the digital circus, she appeared just like a child. Photos are of course creepy, but at the beginning I was talking about horror, and even though these photos don't look normal, this photo of Pomni evokes some unpleasant emotions. How did it happen? Why is it like this? PNE in this photo it looks especially creepy, and it's generally not clear under what circumstances it happened. Perhaps this is the moment of the appearance of Pomni when she just gets into the circus, and for a split second such a monster appears. There is also a photograph of the First 3D model in which she is crucified on the cross. It also doesn't look very nice, and even though Gooseworx said that she was joking like that, I think this picture could upset or even offend many believers, but all these are still flowers compared to this frame. Imagine you are watching a new series, everything is fine, you like it, there comes a moment when Pomni goes to the mirror to see herself for the first time and something like this appears. Stopped at the right moment and spotted a screamer on the screen, or let's imagine that she's looking in the mirror, she still can't get used to her new look and body, then she moves away from the mirror and this appears there. It sounds like a new plot for creepypasta. We already have similar stories about characters from other cartoons, for example about Sonic or Garfield. Now you can make a scary story about the amazing digital circus. And finally we have an early concept for digital circus lands we've already seen.